Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Carmenita Benson, and today I'm going to speak to you about the knowledge into the role and purpose of the LMS Ifundi to optimize the teaching and learning experience. Now, I know that this is a mouthful, but all this means is that I am going to show you what the purpose of Ifundi is. Okay, so the first thing that you need to understand is that Ifundi is our online platform that we use to send you assignments, where you take your tests, and where the lecturer makes contact with you. This is especially important now since we have limited or no contact sessions at all. So it's very important that you go onto Ifundi on a daily basis and that you use it to manage your learning. That's why it's called a learning management system. So if you go onto Ifundi every day, you should be up to date about what you need to do. Okay, I'm going to show you how to access Ifundi. So you can just go to Google and type in Ifundi. And you can click on the first link there. Okay, then you are going to be asked to log in, and you log in with your student number and a password. During the registration process, they will help you set up a password that you are going to use here. Now I am going to show you one of my second year sites, just so that you can see what it will look like, and I need to just access this as a student. There we go. Okay, so something that's also important to remember is that not all the Ifundi sites will look exactly the same. So different lecturers might do things differently, so the layout of the Ifundi site might be different. But what is important to look out for is if they have something to do with module information, like on this Ifundi site, there you have a word of welcome, and you can click onto these tabs where you need to tell us about yourself or how to use Ifundi, what your study material is, what your weekly planning is. So this is very important to look out for. I would also advise you to look for your lecturer details on your Ifundi site, because there your lecturer will share their preferred email address so that you can make contact with your lecturer. And then on Ifundi we have what we call lessons. So some of your lecturers may call this lessons, and then once you go into that tab, they'll have the different units, or some lecturers might just have the different units like I have here. And if you click on those different units, you'll see that the work of that section is laid out there for you. And remember that all the Ifundi pages will not look like this. Different lecturers might do things a bit differently. Okay. Something that's very important to look out for is your announcements. This is how your lecturer stays in contact with you. Sometimes a lecturer, when they post the announcement, they'll post it to your email as well. So they'll make it a high priority announcement, and you'll get a notification on your email. Some lecturers may not do this. So it is your responsibility to go onto Ifundi every day and make sure that you haven't missed out on anything. So you just look at the announcements. There you can see I have already posted 3 announcements for my second years. Another tab that is very important is your resource tab. Your lecturers might upload workbooks or worksheets or articles for you to read through on the resource tab, so that's also important. And oftentimes when your lecturer uploads a resource, they'll usually send an announcement to say that you should look out for that resource. Okay, a very important tab is also your assignment tab. You can see that currently there are no assignments, but this is usually where your lecturer will post your assignments. And remember that in this online learning environment, we are working with continuous assessment, so you'll definitely have assignments that you have to complete, and it will usually be found under this tab. You will also have tests and quizzes. Also, there's no tests and quizzes here at the moment, but this is where you'll find your tests and quizzes. Something that I need to mention about the assignments and the tests and quizzes is that there will be a due date. So for your assignment, your lecturer might open that assignment up for a week for you to submit, or over the weekend, or on one day. Now, you know that there are always students who leave things to the last minute, and I hope that you are not one of those students. But do not leave your assignment for the last minute, because there might be other students who are leaving the assignment for the last minute. And what happens is, let's say the lecturer has opened the assignment up for 3 days for you to submit during that time, and you choose to submit on the last day within the last hour, and then there are many other students trying to submit during that time, and then you find that you become frustrated because you're struggling to submit the assignment because there is a lot of traffic on the site at that time. So my suggestion to you would be to try and complete your assignments on time and to not leave it to the last minute. Okay, so for tests and quizzes, there'll be different settings. So you might have a time setting for your test where you have to complete the test within 30 or 20 minutes. So please be mindful of this. And also with some tests, once you go into the test, you are forced to take the test. So you cannot go into the test, look at the questions, go out of the test and think that you will be able to return to the test. So before you start the test, make sure that you are aware of what those settings are and that you are actually ready to take the test. Okay. And then another important one is the Dropbox. With this one, your lecturer might ask you to upload your assignments, so that's important. And then we have some interesting ones like the chat room. Sometimes your lecturer might have a topic that she wants you to discuss, and then you can discuss it there on the chat room. As you can see, this is an existing chat. And then we also have forums. Let me go to the forum discussions. So there I have a newspaper headline that I want my students to develop, so they can add that headline to this forum discussion. So there are a lot of interesting things to do. I also want you to take note. Let's go back to the chat room. Can you see that the students have already started asking me questions? I just want to know where to obtain the EP for this module. So this is also where you can make contact with your lecturer, and it's usually a less formal way of making contact. Some students are more comfortable with this. And I think that's all I have to explain to you about this. With Ifundi, it's something that you have to learn as you go along. So you'll get the hang of it as you progress. And then I also just want to say to you that you cannot break Ifundi. So there's nothing that you can do to break the system. So you are allowed to play around with it and to ask your lecturers. Lecturers are usually a bit lenient with a first year student. They understand that you are new to this, so they will make some allowances. So you are more than welcome to reach out to your lecturer if you don't understand how to do something on Ifundi, and also to your peers, because some students may be more knowledgeable than what you are, so you're more than welcome to reach out and to ask them how to do something. But we are here to support you, and you will learn as you go along. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.